This is Hannibal here from the HannibalTV.com with a daily wrestling news update. Everyone's been waiting to know the number, and AEW Rampage last Friday night, which was the debut of CM Punk, did a 0.53 rating, just shy of Smackdown's 0.57 rating. So even with CM Punk being off wrestling TV, other than the Fox show that was canceled since 2014, he did a 0.53 rating. Now, Dynamite last week did a 0.35 rating. We'll see how much CM Punk's first Dynamite appearance affects Dynamite's viewership this week, and if Rampage can maintain a 0.53 this week. Raw, by the way, last week did a 0.55 rating, also beating out the Rampage number, but NXT only did a 0.15 rating. So it's clear that now AEW is completely out of the competition with NXT. NXT's become a lot less popular. AEW's signing all these ex-WWE guys, the exact thing that they said they wouldn't do. And you've got to think some of the original AEW guys might be a bit bitter now that we hear The Fiend might be coming in. Adam Page very likely might be coming in. They have CM Punk now. They're bringing in, I already forget his name, but the guy that defeated Cody Rhodes not too long ago. So, I mean, they're essentially taking away those top card spots rather than building their own stars like they originally said they were going to do. They said they were going to build their own stars and not be another WCW. But it seems like they've changed their tune on that. So we'll see if that works out for them. As of this year, they're still in the red. It hasn't come out officially how much CM Punk's being paid. Somebody threw out the number. I think someone on Vince Russo's staff said they had heard somewhere around $3 million a year. Who knows if that's true? That's just a rumor as far as I'm concerned. The Great North Wrestling events this Saturday night are going to feature an appearance by Alicia Tout, who actually was involved in some AEW events, but ultimately signed with Major League Wrestling. She is going to be a commentator on the events as well as a post-match interviewer. And those are taking place this Saturday, August 28th, with two tapings at 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. in Kingston, Ontario. Unfortunately, the arena is making stricter COVID rules than even the government is mandating. So I had to add a second show due to the capacity limitations. And Blaze will be there managing the Blood Hunter, as you can see here, modeling one of their shirts that are available in the Hannibal TV store, which is just below this YouTube video, or you could go to thehannibaltv.com and find it there. You can get these Hannibal 420 hoodies there and other hoodies that some people don't like that I wear them. I like them. And I actually sell quite a few of these every month. And something I announced last night is some of the matches from the Great North Wrestling cards this weekend in Kingston are actually going to be broadcast by Pro Wrestling Noah, one of Japan's top pro wrestling companies. So I'm really excited about that. And I already reported this earlier today. I really liked this guy, Brick Bronski, actor, former pro wrestler who I did an interview with just last month. He had 3 kids. He passed away at only 57 years old due to COVID. So I really felt a connection with him. Some people have told me, well, I'm foolish to care so much about him passing away when I hardly knew him. But I really liked him, and I'm very sad that he passed away. And Stevie says R.I.P. to him. I'll read a couple of your questions. Murd is happy that CM Punk is back and got a pop. Yeah, it was his hometown, and I'm sure all of his fans traveled to go see that. So I'm sure it's going to sustain for a while. The test will be a month from now. Are they going to care? And will it do a 0.53 next week or this week? If I was a betting man, I would say it will not do a 0.53 this week. Barbara, how are the SummerSlam ratings? Well, since they don't have buy rates really anymore, it all airs on the network, and it only is really international on pay-per-views. It airs on Peacock. There is no real ratings ever released about the pay-per-views anymore. Richard saying hello from the UK, where I'm going to be in February to cover the World Pro Wrestling event in Gloucestershire, England. Barbara, Bray Wyatt, according to Meltzer, has not put a pen to paper yet, but it's likely he's going to end up in AEW. And Brian Alvarez from the Wrestling Observer says Adam Page is likely going to end up in AEW, and he could end up in AEW this week, but I don't think Adam Page is a needle mover. I definitely wouldn't say that. Lewis says AEW turning into TNA 2.0. Ivan, yeah, I'm sure Lana's going to be in AEW without question. Murd does not like WWE. I'm not a fan of their product either. I'm actually not a fan of either of the products, to be perfectly honest with you, but I like to see the competition. I love to see the competition. Stevie hopes CM Punk is getting a big share of the merch. Well, I think his Pro Wrestling Tees page is his own page. Preston loves the Hannibal TV, and well, if you love it, make sure you subscribe. I found out the other week only 80% of my viewers are not subscribers, so please subscribe. We got 200 million total video views. We usually get between 4 and 5 million a month. But the subscribers are at almost 300,000. Help me hit the 300,000. Stevie is laughing at Omega versus Christian, which, by the way, they retired the TNA title, acting like that was such a big deal. But if you guys remember, the original TNA actually recognized the NWA title as their title. So it wasn't even the original title that Impact had. And they had discontinued it before. They only brought it back after Tessa Blanchard left the company as undefeated champion of Impact. So then, to try and die down the heat on that, they brought back the TNA title and tried to make it like the TNA title was the real title. But in the end, nobody gives a crap about TNA. For the people that are saying, I do not have an issue with Meltzer, but Omega is like God to him. And I can't sit through one of his matches. I'm just not a fan of him. I understand the people that like him, but I'd rather watch a Brock Lesnar or a Goldberg match. That's just the way that I am. Predator says those ratings are brutal. People just keep changing the channel. Van Albright says the biggest pop in wrestling history. CM Punk saved wrestling. Well, if he can get AEW out of the red, you can say he saved wrestling. He didn't even beat Raw and SmackDown's rating. So The thing with Tony Khan is his dad is worth $14 billion. He can throw all this money out to sign all these guys that WWE didn't even want anymore. And whatever, it's just a tax write-off for him. Somebody give me an unlimited amount of money and you'd be surprised at what I can do with it. I've built myself up pretty good from a laborer's and bouncer's wage and group home worker's wage. I'm doing pretty good for myself, building myself from scratch. So I can only imagine what I could do if I had someone funding me. William says, my show rocks. Thanks for keeping him in the loop. Well, folks, I am off to the gym. Mike, for the Bob Holly interview, I've tried to get one with him before, and my contact says he doesn't do them. Bob, thanks for saying my show is the best. Appreciate it. Walter, yeah. Lesnar's back in WWE. There you go. He is back in WWE. I guess they brought him back sooner than expected. They wanted to create a buzz at SummerSlam. Will he be on the road doing all the house shows? I doubt it. Cena, I think, only has the Madison Square Garden house show left. He's going to be off the road now, too. Samuel's tired of seeing Goldberg. Well, he only has 2 matches left on his contract. And supposedly he's getting $2 million a match. So you're probably not going to see him for a while again, because they'll probably drag that out unless Saudi Arabia really wants him, because they're going back to Saudi Arabia in October and they get $40 million a show there, according to reports. So they can afford to use him there.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Support us on patreon.com for $1.99 a month to watch our full shoot interviews,